Specific differences between the divine fire and the violet fire. Difference in frequencies. First of all, if you try calling these two energies by their names, and if you're sensitive to energy frequency sounds, you can hear the difference in the sound of the energies when they come. Every single thing in this cosmos carries its own respective energy. Even a change of name means immediately a different frequency. If this much sensitive is the change in energy frequencies, then just by the change of a name, the frequency of an energy changes. This by itself is enough technically to say that the divine fire is different from the violet fire. But the above explanation is for argument's sake because the change is far more authentic. Difference in source. The change is not just in the name, but the change is also in the source of the energy. Just mentioning the term divine fire connects you specifically only to the Devaraja of Borobudur and the cosmic beings of Borobudur. How do I know that? Well, it's been 5 months now that I have been getting specific divine signals that I shall reveal in another post from the Devaraja of Borobudur. Every time I mention the term divine fire, I receive the same signals, which means to say that the term divine fire automatically connects a person to the Devaraja of Borobudur and the cosmic beings of Borobudur. On the other hand, when I mention the term violet fire, I don't receive the same signals. Clear indication that both these energies have different source connections. Difference in looks. The violet fire is supposed to be predominantly violet in color to the human eye. But the divine fire, to my eyes, looked a brilliant white-colored energy, almost looking like white fire. It was one night, in my sleep, I had been unconsciously repeating non-stop the two-lined divine fire affirmation. As I have confessed many times before, my fear of the dark entities started from the time of a black magic attack on me in the past. So my knowledge of the dark entities, how they look like and feel to encounter, made me more alert, and hence I always protected myself, even in sleep, using the divine fire. Since I had already practiced many intense meditations and mantra chantings via a wide range of spiritual practices in my spiritual path, my crown chakra and my subtle bodies could generally handle the direct flow of the raw and potent divine fire energy into my system. So that particular night, as I kept repeating the two-lined divine fire affirmation, suddenly, on an impulse, I called upon the divine fire to protect me. It was then I noticed a spectacular and unbelievable sight. The divine fire energy was already pouring down from the sky like a waterfall with a huge circular diameter just a foot away from my bed. My continuous non-stop chanting of the divine fire affirmation had opened a portal by my bedside. Oh my God! The divine fire appeared like a brilliant white-colored energy flowing down from the sky. Just like how the water in a waterfall sprays wisps of vapor to the sides, here too, the divine fire energy was giving out energy fumes or wisps from the sides, giving the semblance of white flames coming from the sides. The whole spectacle looked like an intense white fiery waterfall, all misty surrounding it, brilliant to the eyes. I was indeed stunned by this unexpected vision presented to me for a second or for a few fractions of a second, before which the divine fire came towards me in a super fast whisk in response to my call for protection, after which I passed out in sleep. Thank you, God, for this grand vision of the divine fire. Difference in texture. If a person is clairsentient and calls upon the two energies directly to feel the texture, the violet fire feels softer in comparison to the divine fire. But when stepped down by the Devaraja of Borobudur and transmitted via the cosmic geometry of Borobudur, the divine fire comes out extremely refined, so much so that it feels umpteen times softer than the violet fire directly called upon. The energy has been purposefully made so pure and exceedingly refined so that it can heal even the unrefined bodies of the living beings on earth. And such a highly refined healing energy is what is being used by the prana violet healing for its healing modality. Thus, the prana violet healing energy, be it with or without the cosmic symbol of Borobudur, invokes only the divine fire energy and not the violet fire. The cosmic geometry of Borobudur is the symbol and tool used to emit this energy for the purpose of PVH healing. And wherever the PVH or the cosmic geometry of Borobudur in liaison is used, it is the divine fire energy that comes out and not the violet fire. The Devaraja of Borobudur and the cosmic beings of Borobudur are the divine copyright owners of divine fire energy that we know has been brought to earth to heal not just humans but the whole of the world with all its animals, plants, nature beings and even the solar system cosmic bodies. Thank you Devaraja of Borobudur and cosmic beings of Borobudur for your great service to the earthlings. Thank you all the higher beings that are working in tandem in the higher worlds. And thank you Mr. Sivapi for asking for such a healing system and divine fire energy to benefit the humanity and all of creation as we bless almost everything we need to turn pure with the divine fire energy. Finally, Supreme God, thank you for your great blessings to one and all. Sincerely, God's child, also known as Cosmic Child. Thank you.